isn't it?
So balmy and sulfurous, it makes me want to feed expired food products to stray animals and homeless people.
In a world not much like our own, anthropomorphic animals solve crimes. Well, one of them does. The other just yells a lot and waves his gun around. This is Jen, and I'm bringing you a blissful review of Sam and Max Save the World.
Ah, I got it! I got it! Hello?
Leave Swiss cheese by the rat hole, or you'll never see your precious phone alive again.
This is the first season in the reboot of the Sam and Max series via Telltale Games. Published throughout the last half of 2006 and into early 2007, the game was released episodically on PC. In 2008, Save the World came to the Wii, and then in 2009, the collective episodes of Sam and Max Season 1 became available on the Xbox Live Arcade. You play as Sam, a dog in a dapper blue suit and fedora, like any good detective would be wearing. I would much rather play as Max. Do you even have to wonder why? He's a fuzzy white bunny bent on world domination, but is distracted by what's on TV. Talk about a character that speaks to me. But the game defaults to the much more sane of the pair, Sam. It's probably because Sam always has a gun on him, and whereas Max would just shoot anything and not think twice about it, Sam has some sense about him. It would ruin Max's chaotic neutral character if he had some sort of guidelines to abide by. Point-and-click adventures were something I heavily missed out on while console gaming in my younger years. For those out there who are in the dark about point-and-click adventures, the name says it all. There isn't running and gunning, no stealth killing, just simply pointing and clicking. It's a puzzle game, a genre near and dear to my heart, that involves using objects within an environment and combining them or using them on other objects within the game to elicit a response. The game is broken down into episodes that all serve one larger plot about a hypnotism conspiracy. Breaking down the game into 6 episodes is a sigh of relief. It gives me a chance to stand up and walk away and think about how stupid I am sometimes. Each episode takes around 2 hours to complete, more if you are an incompetent detective, and probably more than that if you just spend your time clicking on everything. Exhausting all of the dialogue choices is where you start to notice the amazing detail that Telltale has woven into this title. It's another meandering game I seem to love so much. I can talk to Bosco about his wares for sale for a solid 10 minutes, not moving the plot forward, but simply enjoying the spectacular writing.
Do you have any weasels on a stick?
Nope.
Do you have any two-handed broadswords?
Nope.
Do you have any vegetables in the shape of famous naturalists?
Nope.
The whole dog and bunny detective thing might seem a little cop and a half, and therefore below most gamers, but believe me, this game is not meant for children. The designs are cartoony and there isn't any gore, but the humor is steeped in adult content. For me, this humor is the main draw of the game. Jokes range from groaners to jaw-dropping. Can you believe they put that in there? Probably the best creep me out moment was when I walked around having everyone pet my unicorn, which Max had named Horny. The personality that Telltale brings to the table makes this game. Moving this game to a console mucked up the controls a little for me. The movement of the pointer through a scene is linked to the left analog stick. It can be slow at times, especially if you have to move from one side of the screen to the other, and could be especially frustrating when you have to chase moving objects around the scene, such as Max, who rarely idles in one spot. Times like those had me pining for a keyboard and mouse. Most of these puzzles require deep thought and complex problem solving. Overall, each episode has probably about 20 actions that need to occur to succeed. Sometimes determining these actions in the correct order is like finding a needle in a haystack. You can try to just click around the screen, but rarely will you just stumble on the solution. The game is great. It's creative and interesting. I love games that feel thoughtfully put together, beginning to end, and that's what you get with Sam and Max Save the World. Telltale loves to put out games that work hard to crush whatever self-imposed ideas you have about your brain size, and I legitimately love that. Being stumped is something that rarely happens in games. Usually you're just pointed in the correct direction, but with Sam and Max, it's a whole open world to explore, just in a different way. This game makes me so happy I could puke rainbows. Before trying physical violence, try dazzling yourself with razor-sharp wit and labyrinthine logical conundrums with Sam and Max.
Shoot him, Sam!
I'm trying. Hey, Bosco, want to rub my unicorn?
I'm not that kind of woman.